Hey, what's up, VC? Real quick, I just want to say thank you to everybody that subscribed to the videos, liked them, or commented on them. I like the third video the best. I hope you did too, because I think that's a format that really, those are the videos I like to watch, where people talk about music that they like, put it together like at a point in their life, and or they're like, oh man, this record's really great because, you know, I got it at this point, or this is kind of what's going on in the record. But I want to talk about the Stooges for a lot of reasons. One, I've been thinking about this video for a very long time, about making a video about the Stooges, because I've been listening to them for about 16 years now. Did I do the math right? 17 years now. And I'm actually gonna go out of order in these records, because that I'm gonna go in the order I heard them. So the first one that I ever heard was actually this one, which is Funhouse. And this isn't my original copy. This one I just bought like last Monday, but I first had it on CD, which I got for Christmas from my cousin, where we had drawn each other's names, and well, actually we'd drawn other people's names, traded for the easy pickup, and then drove to Best Buy. She's like, I want that. I pointed at the Stooges Funhouse, and so I was like, oh, surprise, on Christmas morning when I opened that record. But I didn't actually listen to the record for like a week, because it was a crazy time. But I was 19. That would have been Christmas '96. So I remember putting this record on. And the way I even found out about this band is anybody that listens to a lot of punk, or used to listen to a lot of punk, like back in the 90s or whatever, you probably picked up the Maximum Rock and Roll issues from time to time, and I used to do that all the time and just flip through them. But my favorite part was always like the Godfathers of punk, and those were a lot of the bands I still listen to. Is more the Godfathers than the actual punk bands, more or less. But I've been listening to a lot of punk, like Dead Kennedys, Misfits, Exploited, not so much The Clash, Black Flag. Like, those were all on heavy rotation. I just thought they were awesome records, and Crass. And so like when I put on the Stooges, it was entirely different, really. I mean, it wasn't what I expected at all, and especially this record, which I think is different from their other records quite a lot, because you got the saxophone player and a lot of weird timing signatures and everything. And I remember, and that actually this album that I just showed you, Rob, Funhouse, is on in the background. And like, you know, 19 years old, you're like, I'm in college, I don't know what I'm doing here, what am I gonna do with my life? And this album's like, none of that crap matters. It doesn't matter. This is like, get drunk, take off some clothes, go crazy, run from the cops in an alleyway. I mean, this record is just insane. I mean, at least that's always kind of the sense I got from it. You know, I'm sure other people feel different. The second album I got, and I only have this one on CD right now, I'm planning on getting it, you know, on repressing soon, but was the Stooges. And I like this record, and I still like it. It doesn't get nearly as much rotation as this one, or Raw Power. No, I just realized it was produced by John Cale from the Velvet Underground. That's what happens when you get older. You're like, oh, that's who produced that? No kidding, no way, really? I don't like this record as much. I still don't like the song I Want to Be Your Dog. I've never really liked that song. Everybody's covered it. Even Slayer covered it, but they called it I Want to Be Your God, and on Undisputed Attitude, if you never heard that one. But if you like Minor Threat, you should probably pick that up, because Slayer kills it on some Minor Threat. And I remember I didn't like the song We Will Fall on this record, or on this album CD, that much. It's kind of slow and drony. I mean, I'm older now, and I actually dig the hell out of it, and I'll put it on in the background and drink coffee on, you know, my days off or whatever, and be like, man, that's a really cool record, or that's a really cool track. But this record didn't really touch me in like the same way as that one did, like at that raw, like carnal, caveman instinct that you just sort of have at that point in time in your life. The next album I picked up was the one that they had just remastered it. Iggy Pop had just remastered it, and that's Raw Power. And I just got this as a repressing. It's nothing special. I haven't actually even opened it, but I haven't needle dropped it. And I remember I got this on CD. I was living far away from where I'm from. It was just a kind of a crappy time, and I bought it at a Tower Records, and then I got on the bus to go back to where I live, where I really didn't want to go, and it was the remaster, and I never heard anything like remastered like that. Usually if something was raw, it was like a punk tape that was like a 4th generation, that someone made you a mixtape. I'm like, dude, you gotta check out this band, but it wasn't even like a copy of the original. It was like a copy of a copy of a copy of a, like a 17th generation that was like half static, and you didn't really know what it sounded like. You was just like, it's loud and it screams and it's fast and I like it. But like so the remaster really hit me, and this one's cool because it's got the remaster and it's got the original one, and I have heard the original mastering of it, and I like this record a lot too. I thought Raw Power was a really good record, and it just like really, it hit me like primally, but in a different way than that did. It was like nothing really matters, because you know, rock and roll will save your soul, kind of like, I don't know, I mean, it's called Raw Power because this record really is Raw Power. And there's actually a specific reason I haven't opened this yet. You know, I'm older now, and I'm about to get my own house, like where I live, not just like I'm sharing rent with some other guys in a house, and we sort of have like, you know, and this is gonna be my inaugural needle drop when I get my own place. And I have that time and 12-pack of beer, or, you know, whatever you want to do. And then, you know, those 3 albums I still thought were all really good, even the self-titled one, and you know, Funhouse and Raw Power, since I've got them, have never gone out of rotation. It's not like, oh, I haven't listened to that in a while. It's like, I've probably listened to it in the last 30 days or so. But when I was in my 30s, or I don't remember what year did this album come out, 2007. Yeah, so the year I turned 30, I got The Weirdness on CD. It was like, they totally got me at the at Best Buy, because it was in the new release. I bought near the counter. I went in for a video game or whatever, and it was right there, and I was like, oh my god, they have a new record out. And I actually just thought it was old stuff that had been mastered and put onto CD, and I bought this. I was really excited about it. And you know, I think we all do this. We really sort of like first digest an album, especially like if you get it in this format, or tape cassettes when I was younger, while you drive in your car. And I put this one in the CD player in my little piece of crap Ford Ranger that I had at that time, and it should have been called The Suckness, really. I mean, it's not a very good record in my opinion. I didn't like any of the tracks, really. It was just like, okay, well, maybe the first track just isn't that good. Okay, maybe the second track's not good. And then it was like the 4th or 5th track, you're like, ah, shit, I got screwed. And I think I've listened to this record like 5 times total, maybe, you know, just hoping that it's like that one more time and you digest it and it clicks and makes sense, but no, it does nothing for me. And then I don't have it yet, but I know it's on vinyl. I heard More Power. I checked it out from the library, you know, who doesn't go to the library to just randomly check things out to listen to? And I checked it out, and I actually thought that one was pretty good. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't as good as Funhouse or as Raw Power, but it wasn't real weak, you know. It still had a lot of stuff, and you know, I just don't need anybody to remind me how cool the band is, you know. I think that sums up about where I'm at with the Stooges and sort of like what they mean to me on a personal level. I know I'm not the only one. I've seen a lot of people post in the VC on Facebook about the Stooges. So man, like if you got like Raw Power or Funhouse or something at like that time in life where you're like, oh man, I really remember, you know, we used to put Funhouse in the tape deck when we skateboarded or something, like back in the mid 80s. Man, just leave that in the comment section or something, or if you want to do a video reply, that would be cool too. But I think I'm gonna say goodbye and get back to Funhouse here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, thanks to everybody that subscribed. If you like this video format, say, yeah, man, I'm digging that. And if you're like, oh, dude, what are you doing? The first two were awesome. This one's stupid. Say that too, because, you know, I'm not like, you must worship me, but I think we all want to make videos that everybody enjoys. So, yeah, I'd like to make videos that people are enjoying. Like, they're like, oh, cool, he put out another video. I'm going to check that out when I have 10 minutes. So, or whatever. Trying to keep it around that 10-minute mark. But anyway, that's the video. Take it easy, VC. I will talk to you later.